Terima kasih para rekan-rekan fotografer. Silakan untuk kembali ke tempat. Baik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. His Excellency Bapak Zulkifli Hasan, Minister of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Jose Miguel Ahumada, Vice Minister for International Economic Relations, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Chile, His Excellency Mr. Gustavo Ayares, Ambassador of Chile to Indonesia, Bapak Jatmiko Briswicaksono, Director General of International Trade Negotiations, Ministry of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, Indonesian and Chilean delegations, distinguished delegates. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning, buenos dias, selamat pagi. On behalf of the Ministry of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, allow me to greet Your Excellency and all Chilean delegation, as well as to all audience who are attending this very special occasion virtually. It is indeed a great honor for us to welcome each and every one of you, especially Your Excellency Minister Jose Miguel, for being here with us in Jakarta amidst your hectic agenda in the region after taking a very long trip to attend the APEC summit in Bangkok. As you may aware, the relationship between Indonesia and Chile has been advanced after both countries signed the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, which we normally call the CEPA, back in December 14, 2017 in Santiago, Chile. Thus far, the CEPA with Chile is only covering the trade in goods. However, this is also the only strategic comprehensive trade partnership of Indonesia in Latin America and the rest of the continent. Over the past 3 years of implementation, the agreement has been significantly and positively enhancing bilateral trade between Indonesia and Chile. Even though since the last 2 years we are experiencing the COVID pandemic, but the figures show the other way around, in which the growth of trade become more remarkable with almost twofold or doubled compared to the figure before the implementation of CEPA. Last year, our bilateral trade was nearly $500 million, while in 2020, the trade was only $250 million. Excellency Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the journey to advance the trade relations of the two countries is yet finished. After taking a few series of negotiations in services sector, the government of Indonesia and Chile are now ready to embark further on our bilateral relations in a very robust manner by incorporating a new chapter, namely the Trading Services Protocol under the CEPA of the two countries. The protocol will consist of a number of commitments. Among others are the movement of natural persons, professional services, including market access on architecture, engineering, construction, telecommunication, distribution, and tourism. Based on that agreement, indeed it is an excellent opportunity for both countries to undertake further collaboration, comprehensive and inclusive cooperation, and build a stronger relationship into the new height. So without further ado, we will start the signing ceremony of the protocol to amend the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between the government of the Republic of Chile and the government of the Republic of Indonesia for the incorporation of provisions on trading services. Excellency Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, and ladies and gentlemen, to start with the signing ceremony, let us all first rise for the national anthem of the Republic of Indonesia, Indonesia Raya, followed by the national anthem of the Republic of Chile, Himno Nacional de Chile. Thank you, and please be seated. Excellency, Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as we may aware that the main agreement of the Indonesia-Chile CEPA was signed back in 2017, and it mainly covered the chapter on trade in goods. After having been implemented for the last 3 years, it is very important to know the impressions of our business communities about CEPA. With this, let me invite you to see the testimonial videos from Chilean and Indonesian companies on ICCEPA.
IPP Sinarmas enjoy the benefit of ICCEPA with the preferential tariff between Indonesia and Chile. This is happened about a few years ago. So the most benefit that what we enjoy or what we earn actually in regards to the competitiveness of the product, so that we can bring more Indonesian paper product out of IPP Sinarmas to Chile that can be equal or can be even competitive, offer the competitors. In the past, before the signing of ICCEPA, we had to pay, or the customer had to pay extra 5% duty import at least. So that make as a handicap, as a barrier, as you know that paper is a commodity product. So any few percentage price difference may result to fail or success of the business deal. So yep, I think we definitely blessed and glad and pleased with the result of the ICCEPA. I still remember when the preferential tariff applied, some customer, one particular customer, one big customer in Chile on a copy paper was so anxious how to implement that, how to get their Chilean custom to accept the tariff to be taken out. The beautiful thing about it that the ITPC officers out of the Chile office came to see and visit them, and we went out together to give some explanation how to implement that. So it was very impressive. In fact, actually, the customer was so excited about the proactiveness from the Indonesian officer.
Hi, I'm Javier Dharma Wijaya, one of the founders of Budaya company here in Chile. Since we knew about the trade agreement between Chile and Indonesia and benefits within, we saw an opportunity to start our business importing some products from Indonesia. So we started looking for products that we could bring here to Chile, and fortunately we found a good partner to bring coffee beans in as our first business with them. So to get the preferential tariff that it's offered in the agreement, one of the works that we had to do with the company there in Indonesia was to tell them about the requirements that were needed to get this tariff. For example, the specific certificate of origin that was needed here in Chile to show to the authorities. So that was one of the things that we had to pass through. So I encourage to both governments to continue promoting this agreement between the different companies and business, and teach and let the people know let the people know the process and the requirements that were needed to have all these benefits from the agreement. And finally, I would like to thank for this opportunity, give us this opportunity to share our experience and encourage more people to do business with Indonesia. So thank you for this opportunity, and let's keep doing business between us. Thanks.
Let us give a big round of applause for the testimonials. We hope that the expression of both representatives will also be enjoyed by many companies in Indonesia and Chile. Excellency Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as part of this remarkable moment of our bilateral relationship, a few days ago there was an occasion for the signing of the business contract between Indonesian and Chilean companies, in which the CEPA was also utilized. The range of business cooperation of those companies are quite various, from processed food, organic products, houseware, energy drinks, furniture, home decor, paper, to automotive or vehicle, with the total amount of the contract was around $6 million. Now we welcome you to witness the signing of the business contract through this upcoming video. Let us give a big round of applause for the signing of the business contract. We wish all the best to all those companies and hope that it will be followed by many of our companies in Indonesia and in Chile. Excellency Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, now let us move on to the next agenda of the ceremony, that is the Minister's remarks. With this, I would like to kindly invite both ministers to come to the podium. Let us welcome His Excellency Bapak Zulkifli Hasan and His Excellency Jose Miguel Ahumada. To the podium, His Excellency. To the podium, yes. Now, I would like to kindly invite Minister of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Bapak Zulkifli Hasan, to deliver his remarks. Please welcome His Excellency Bapak Zulkifli Hasan. The floor is yours.
His Excellency Mr. Jose Miguel Ahumada, Vice Minister for International Economic Relations of the Republic of Chile. His Excellency Mr. Gustavo Ayares, Ambassador of Chile to Indonesia. Indonesian and Chilean distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Allow me to speak in bahasa. Bapak, Ibu yang saya hormati, saya apresiasi hari ini kita akan menandatangani CEPA di bidang jasa dengan Wakil Menteri yang saya sampaikan tadi, Chile. Saya sudah 2 kali ke Chile, Pak Wamen, tamu undangan yang saya hormati, mohon maaf kalau nggak ada satu persatu. Untuk Pak Dirjen, Chile ini punya potensi yang tinggi untuk kita memasarkan produk-produk kita atau jasa kita ke Latin Amerika. Karena Chile ini punya sumber daya manusia yang unggul. Chile termasuk negara yang maju di Latin Amerika, gitu. Dan ekonominya saya kira yang terbaik di antara negara-negara yang ada di Chile. Saya sudah 2 kali ke Chile, tahun 2017 atau 18 dan 2019. Indonesia punya misi 2045 menjadi negara maju, Bapak-bapak. Kita bisa negara maju kalau kita bisa ekspansi pasar, kita bisa menguasai pasar dunia. Gitu. Tradisional kita, Eropa, Amerika, ASEAN, terutama Barat sekarang sedang stuck pasarnya, melambat, bahkan ada yang resesi. Oleh karena itu, kalau kita ingin tetap tumbuh, ya, ingin mengejar pertumbuhan 7%, nggak ada pilihan. Memang kita harus kembangkan pasar kita, terutama sampai Latin Amerika, Afrika, Timur Tengah, Asia Tengah, Eropa Timur, dan Asia Selatan. Dan itulah yang sekarang kita kembangkan. Dulu kita sudah pernah bikin perjanjian dengan Chile. Oleh karena itu perdagangan kita meningkat, yang tadi sudah sampaikan, saya tidak ulang lagi. Hampir $500 miliar. Saya kira 2, 3, 4 tahun mendatang kita harus bisa di atas $1 miliar. Ini baru Chile. Kalau Chile bisa kita jadikan hub untuk ekspansi. Saya sudah ke Argentina, saya sudah ke Ekuador, saya sudah ke Peru, Pak. Sudah ke Kolombia, sampai ke Cartagena saya. Saya sudah hampir semua Amerika Latin saya sudah datangi. Itu potensinya sebetulnya sangat besar. Karena Latin Amerika itu punya uang, mereka bisa bayar. Nah, oleh karena itu sekali lagi hari ini kita akan menandatangani perjanjian ICCEPA di bidang jasa. Sekali lagi saya terima kasih, mudah-mudahan tamu hormat kita, yang mulia Wakil Menteri dan Duta Besar dan sahabat-sahabat dari Chile punya kesan yang baik selama berada di Indonesia, dan sampaikan yang baik-baik nanti di Chile apa yang dilihat dan dirasakan di Indonesia. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Pak Menteri, for your insightful remarks. Now allow me to kindly invite Vice Minister for International Economic Relations, Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Chile. Please welcome His Excellency Mr. Jose Miguel Ahumada. The floor is yours.
Allow me to begin my words by expressing to you how pleased I am today that we are still in this beautiful city, Jakarta, the work done by the Indonesian and Chilean teams in the Protocol of Trade and Services. I want to thank Minister Hassam and Vice Minister Sambuahab and all who are gathered in this ceremony, especially the Indonesian and Chilean government delegation in this relevant occasion. I would also like to state the Chilean delegation's gratitude towards the authorities of the Minister of Trade of Indonesia for all the warm hospitality and excellent arrangement undertaken to carry out this ceremony. In 2019, the ICCEPA entered into force, bringing us closer together to benefit both countries and allowing expanding its advantages to services. So we are delighted that today we are celebrating the signing of this protocol. Through this negotiation, our trade and economic relationship will be placed at a new level of maturity and priority, multiplying the mutual synergies in order to develop and improve opportunities and business under a framework of high-level standards, following the requirements and growing needs of both Chilean and Indonesians. Additionally, this protocol will allow both countries to fully serve each as export and import platforms for the flow of services into their respective regions. In this context, Indonesia will be able to benefit from the new trade opportunities. And on the other hand, Chile will benefit from Indonesia, the largest economy in the Southeast Asia. We have set high expectations as a natural consequence of how this negotiation unfolded. Therefore, we should work towards a substantial step forward in implementing this protocol, which contemplates not only the trade in services, but also an excess of professional services and movement of natural persons. The fact that we have already achieved 4 very productive rounds in such a short time clearly shows our mutual commitment toward complementing this process, reflecting our long and fruitful 57 years of the bilateral relationship. I take this opportunity to congratulate and thank the negotiating teams for their effort in carrying out the task in such a short time. Indeed, through the work done, we are taking concrete steps in strengthening our commercial relations and looking forward to taking the most advantages of the ICCEPA. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you, Excellency, for the wonderful remarks.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
No, gracias.
Having both insightful and wonderful remarks from both ministers, now let us move on to the next session of today's ceremony. We will witness the momentous signing of the protocol to amend the Indonesia-Chile CEPA for the incorporation of provisions on trade in services. Without any further ado, firstly I would like to invite Bapak Zulkifli Hasan and Mr. Jose Miguel Ahumada to come to the table for the signing. Now please do the signing. 3 times for each. One more, 3 times for each. Now we invite His Excellency to exchange the document of the protocol. Please exchange the documents. Now please hold and show the documents to the camera for a photo session. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause for the new beginning of trade and services cooperation between Indonesia and Chile. Excellency Ministers and Ambassador, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, as we have come to the end of the signing ceremony, on behalf of the Ministry of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, we would like to express our utmost gratitude for your participation and cooperation. May the signing of the Protocol on Trade and Services of the CEPA signify further collaboration of the 2 countries and eventually bring prosperity to both peoples in the years to come. I thank you and have a pleasant day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Soon we will be inviting for the group photo. We'd like to invite Vice Minister of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Jerry Sambuaga, Director General Mr. Jatmiko Briswicaksono, and Director General Mr. Didi Sumedi to join the group photo. So the Ambassador of Chile to Indonesia, Mr. Gustavo Ayares. Thank you, ministers. Thank you.